Hello. Today I am finally got enough cards to build a Scoia'Tael deck, and I've just basically been avoiding Scoia'Tael the whole time. I've done some mulligan stuff, but I haven't had really anything good. I've had Milva since pretty near the start of open beta, just because I just found it randomly and I had no other choice, like the other two choices I already had. And I've been trying to find something to do with Milva, but it's really situational. If neither player has passed, return the highest enemy to your opponent's hand, then return the highest ally to your hand. The kind of obvious, the kind of obvious play here is that you have, if your enemy has nothing on the board and you have something, then you play Milva and you get card advantage. But that actually got removed. That it doesn't happen anymore. That's what the word "then" means in Gwent. Then means only if this happened, then the next thing happens. But otherwise, it sort of stops. So basically, if you play Milva when your opponent has nothing on the board, then she just drops 9 and that's it. If you play Milva when your opponent has something and you don't, it actually gives your opponent card advantage. So it's even worse than you might think. So that's Milva, and I basically saw someone named abagoftacos posted on Reddit the other day this deck, which included Milva, and kind of intrigued me, so I haven't played it yet. And I just crafted the really important component, which is Ciri Dash. So this is my first time that I've ever used Ciri Dash. When this unit enters the graveyard, strengthen it by 3 and shuffle it back into your deck. So it's basically, the idea of this deck is that you're going to get mulligans. We aren't using Francesca, we're still using Eithne because I guess Eithne is just like extreme value. But we're going to get mulligans until we get Ciri Dash on hopefully 2 of the rounds. And the sick combo from this deck is Johnny into... well, I guess you play Ciri Dash and then Johnny into... Johnny into Ciri Dash, puts it in the graveyard, and that automatically puts it back in the deck. And then on the next round, I don't know, Milva into... I can't remember. I haven't played this. Milva into Johnny, basically to bring Johnny back into your hand, and then you do it again. I guess the idea is that you're mulliganing during a round with Raids to get Ciri back into your hand in the same round while Johnny is still on the board, and then Milva into Johnny. I don't really know how it's going to work. I don't know if I have high expectations, but I'm just interested in trying something new. So that's the main combo. I haven't got the full set of cards that was recommended on this on the Gwent DB. I've replaced Shiru with Igni, and I've replaced 3 of the silvers, which may end up being fatal. I've replaced the Last Wish and Yavin and Alaren with just 3 silvers that I thought might fit. Marching Orders just to get just to pull in basically a Elven Mercenary. Melina to get some movement happening with the Blue Mountain Commandos, and Okvist for card advantage. So let's see how it goes. On obviously casual, because I have really low hopes for this deck, at least in its current form. Yeah, I'm trying to... I actually don't really understand how the combo is going to play out. Yeah, basically the Milva combo is just for if you happen to get Ciri Dash back in your hand in the same round. But I mean, there are other uses for Milva as well,
There will be no negotiation.
Uh-oh.
I respect nothing human.
There are other uses for Milva. Basically, you want to play Milva when your opponent has something big and buffed on the board, and when you have something that's... okay, I have to mulligan Elven War Dancers and Roach, so let's get them out.
Let the dance begin! Too fast for you, Dwarf.
When you have something with a deploy ability, basically. So, in this case, that would... Like, Milva also combos with the Vryhead Officers, basically. Okay, so... We did not draw a Ciri Dash at all, which kind of sucks. So let's throw down an Ogfist. I'm starting to like Ogfist as a card. I'm starting to see it used more. If they have nothing to answer it, obviously they can lock it. I'm not sure. I don't think I have any locking in this deck. Obviously they can lock it, but then it wastes a lock. Or they can try to kill it. But if it goes off, it gives you card advantage, which is nice. Okay, so we certainly don't want to Milva into that. Since we don't have Johnny, I think I'm just going to mulligan Milva. Well, actually no. Milva's going to be good because he's going to be buffing up a lot of things. So we won't get rid of Milva. Let's get rid of Melina because we don't have any Blue Mountain Commandos. Oh, there's Johnny. But still no Ciri Dash. And no way to get Ciri Dash in the first round anyway. I guess we can have another go at a... The thing is that the Elven Mercenaries... I really don't play Scoia'Tael, so I don't know what I'm doing here. But Elven Mercenaries can pull in just heaps of cards, right? They can pull in First Light, and then that can pull in something else. So we can get some more mulligans this turn as well. And we can Milva into the Riot Officer if he plays something. If he puts out something bigger than Dennis Cranmer and he buffs something up. So we'll just hold Johnny for now, and we've got plenty of options. We can play the First Light and just see what we get. He's unlikely to use Weather here.
Have strength, my
What's going on?
love.
All right. Blue Mountain Commando. Yeah, well, so then we would want Melina, but we don't have a...
I'll feed you to the crows!
So I guess even without the movement, I mean, this is pretty decent, just having that power. Yep, got a pass. Just trying to figure out if I have any way to kill that, but I don't think so. If I did, I would be happy to take one more turn and then Ogfist would go off, but this is okay. So he basically got the pass in just before Ogfist, which is another way to deal with Ogfist giving card advantage. I think we'll be pretty happy with him only having 6 carryover. Okay, let's mulligan the Elven Mercenary since we can get it back with marching orders. Oh, we want to mulligan that, so we'll start off by mulliganing that with a Riot Officer. Deck's pretty thin, down to 7. It's a shame that we haven't got Ciri Dash yet out of all of those cards.
Riot!
Let the dance begin!
Oh no.
They used tired my tongue about that.
Problem is, we actually don't want to Milva on that Markham Defender because then it gets its deployability again. We could Scorch it though. Okay, the only thing that we can do with Ithne is First Light. So for now, let's hold the Scorch because that's going to get buffed up even more, obviously. Let's do some more rallying. And we got an Elven Mercenary, which we can play
The storm is coming. Let's enjoy the
into
weather.
another
while we
First
still
Light,
can.
which we can play into another rally. which we can use a mulligan roach. Excellent. Ciri Dash. Awesome. So next turn is Johnny on the Ciri Dash. This is pretty cool. This deck is so thin. Wow, it's down to 3. So we've used all the first lights, I guess. Yep, we've used all 3.
The storm is coming. Let's
So that
enjoy the
means
weather while we still can.
maybe Elven Mercenaries don't do anything, which means that Marching Orders is useless. Wait, what? How did he play? Oh, it's just his. Okay. That's very unusual for a Spell Dwarfs deck to have an Elven Mercenary, I think. Still out of Igni range, but we'll just Johnny. Putting us into Igni range in a really bad Igni. Wow. Oh, well, we need to mulligan that again. Do we have another mulligan? I don't think so. That sucks. Ah, beautiful. So we've set ourselves up for a really bad Igni here. Which kind of sucks. We can't Milva into Johnny again, unfortunately. But we can actually put Villain Tretmouth down at this point. I would like one more mulligan, but I think I just have to wait till round 3. I can't. Right, I've used 3 Riot Officers. Yeah. Oh, Milva could put the Riot Officer back. Yeah. Because I do want to get rid of Saskia before I play Ithne. So let's just put down Villain Tretmouth. There's Roach. So we've got Ciri Dash and... I don't know, maybe some silvers. What are my silvers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's one more silver that I can't remember what it is. Damn it. Okay, so no more mulligans. Makes this Saskia pretty dead, huh? Everything's pretty dead. Milva's bad now too, because it'll just bring up Roach. Yeah, this is a disaster now. So this isn't going to do anything.
Have strength, my love.
I've got one more silver. I can't remember what it is. But either way, first light is useless. Oh, why does this keep freezing? We want to... What just happened? Oh, epidemic. Okay. I don't even... It was probably just on one Elven Mercenary, right? Yeah, so we want to use Ithne for Scorch. Which means we should be using a Scorch this round. It's not that useful. So let's Igni now.
Not your lucky day.
And then Villain Tretmouth kills that 11. So he has quite a lot of things he can use Ithne for, including a rush. Okay. And I'm also assuming that he's basically setting up... Like, the reason he played Epidemic is so that he can play a serious Epidemic next round. Okay. So this is pretty much has to be a pass from us. And he'll likely get to... I don't know. Well, he'll have to play something that's worth 10. That might not be available to him.
Double chase!
Okay. Yeah, that's a good move. So Milva's dead, but Saskia's deader. There's Melina, that's what the other silver was. Okay, so this is Saskia. That's fine.
I kneel before no one.
Oh, playing it from hand. So we're actually going to get through our entire deck. That's pretty fun. So yeah, we basically Scorch is the only option for Ithne, so we are going to get off a double Scorch one way or another. Milva's not going to be useful, but we'll just play this so that... Yeah, we'll play this so that if Milva... if he does a huge... If he buffs up something really big, then Milva can remove it without giving him card advantage. I think we're actually in a pretty decent position here. Got a double Scorch and a 12 and a 9, and the ability to remove a large unit and put it back again.
Humans have no place in Broccolon.
Oh, the Epidemic. I forgot about that. Okay, so that means that Milva does give card advantage. Not that it really matters in round 3. Milva's still useful if he buffs something up.
Don't make me laugh.
But yeah, I did spot that Epidemic before, so... yeah, I don't know how I could have played around that, though. Oh, interesting. Well, that makes Scorch pretty bad, but... Well, yeah, it does, doesn't it? We'll just play Milva then. That's fine.
I'll get it done.
Hopefully he gets something bigger than a 12. He probably has his own Scorch. He hasn't used Scorch yet, right? No. Oh, okay. In that case, it's 5 plus 7 to 9 plus 5, so we still win on just the gold strength.
Nigh is the time of the white frost and white light.
That's Scorch. Oh, okay. That's cool. That's not so bad. Yeah, so basically... This is pretty hard, because I have a choice of either playing a dead... So I can either pass, or I can play a dead Ithne, which gives me 25 total. Or I can Scorch my own so that I can have a chance of a final Scorch, but there's no point in doing that. I'll have a Scorch left either way. So we'll play a dead Ithne. Oh, of course, we get out the Saskia. That's
There
great.
will be no negotiation.
Finished getting through the whole deck. And yeah, this will just be dead. Cool. Well, yeah, that's a pretty cool deck. It's I mean, I think it's going to be fairly unreliable, not because you can't draw through the whole thing, because clearly you can, but because the order is so important, like getting Ciri early, for example, which I didn't get. Wait. I keep forgetting. I want to change the music.
Crush those vermin!
Who
There will
taught
be
you to
no
play like
negotiation.
this? All right. So we've got Johnny, which is good if we ever find Ciri Dash. We don't unfortunately have any mulligan. Oh wait, we do have mulligan. There we go. So we don't want First Light because that's Elven Mercenary is First Light. Excellent, we got Ciri Dash. The rest of this hand I'm pretty happy with, actually. Alright. Okay. Let me just change the music. I like to switch back and forth between these two options for some variety. Is that like someone just instant forfeits when they see Ithne?
Test my patience.
Little did they know I have a very silly deck.
Nothing human.
Ah, I had such a good mulligan order that game. Whoa, okay. Okay, 2 Elven War Dancers and a Blue Mountain Commando. We gotta get rid of all those and keep a First Light, unfortunately.
Too fast for you, Dwan.
Cool. Good.
Too fast for you, Dwan.
Okay, that's awesome. So we can mulligan the First Light. Let's do that now.
Vryaed!
That's a shame. But actually we'll do a Milva. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. I think there's a pretty decent chance of this pulling. I want to keep that 7 as my highest card, so that I can use Milva once he plays something that's not gold. So I think we just play this, and
The storm is coming.
there's a chance it
Let's
pulls
enjoy
another
the weather
Vryahead.
while we still can.
Ugh.
Too
Terrible.
fast for you, Dwan.
Alright then, we just gotta go for Johnny, and then Milva either way is good.
Do I look like a smudger to you?
Bloody Baron. Okay. Got a mulligan
Nature
that.
stinks.
Oh, that's not great. It's just got so many golds. So at this point, that means it's actually going to kill everything on my board. at the start of your turn, so it's gonna kill it right now. Well, that sucks. Milva does nothing. Yeah, this is basically just trash. If we pass, it's even. But we basically have to pass. Wow. I don't think there was any other way that I could have really played that. It was just yeah. Unfortunately, we gave his Baron the kills too. Yeah, so we mulligan the Baron, and then we'll do some villaining of our own. The problem is now we're in a losing position
I see you've thought about
to play
this.
villain. Okay, so we can't play villain this turn.
Blood and neck ends. Similian Vat.
Roach! Oh. And Milva doesn't even get us another mulligan. Wait, we have another mulligan. Awesome.
As you wish, milady.
Alright. Well, Milva gets her another... I mean, yeah, let's just play Milva anyway, and we'll get Thala. I think that's pretty worth it,
Don't
even
you
though
fuss about me. I can take care of myself.
she gets another Aretuza. Oh, bloody hell.
Vriad!
Come on, I want Ciri Dash now. Bugger. That was probably the wrong order. Oh my god! Did he just... Oh, he's played Kira and 2 epidemics. My god.
Ah, I see you've thought about this.
That would have been good before. Oh, alright, alright. Have I played any specials yet? I don't want to play all the Blue Mountain Commandos. What's this gonna pull? You know what? This will pull an Elven Mercenary for 4. And then we'll just
Have
use
strength,
First Light
my love.
for Weather Clear. So that we don't unnecessarily pull any like Blue Mountain Commandos, for example. Huh, well, I want to get rid of that Baron, but I also want to get rid of the First Light. The Baron's actually worth more to me than the First Light, so... His Baron's not going to be that big though. Like, how many units have I lost? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, okay. So his Baron's going to be 15. It's not actually that big. So we'll play this first to thin the deck.
I'll feed you to the crows!
Got 4 cards left. Oh,
As you
damn,
wish,
all
my
of Riot Officers have been used. So what is left? Can I even pull anything with a rally? There's Ciri and think a rally is... Oh, I don't know. I might just want to clear weather on that. I think so.
Have strength, my love.
So no Ciri Dash. It's kind of a big problem with this deck. It's again quite unfortunate though to not ever draw. I mean, I drew it once, mulliganed it back. It's very unfortunate that she would have gone into the bottom 3. Oh, bloody hell. Possibly should have done that earlier, but
We elves have our
we'll
paths.
play that now, and then
Don't
we'll
worry
pull
about me.
the start of your turn, right? So I place it on the middle row so that it doesn't accidentally pull the Elven Mercenary.
My studies are more important than this.
Dead. Oh well. I think this is probably over now. Time to play Villain Trettenmirth. At least Roach didn't jump in the water. Oh.
I'll gather my men.
Shitty Baron.
We've a hero in our midst.
Oh, that's a nice Igni, actually.
Any
Well,
last words?
it's not a great Igni, but it works, right? It's not a dead card.
Do not test my patience.
No, I can't win. Oh well. Just the gold value doesn't work. We'll see how this goes, just in case I miscalculated. Oh, okay, yeah, No, I can't win. He's got too many cards. What? Why? What? What did he have such that... I don't understand. This deck is not that great, and I've won 3 games with it. 1 from pure intimidation. I'm 3 for 3. What? Should we do one more? I feel like I just haven't gotten the combo of this deck, right? Like, I would not take it into ranked at this point.
You've got the heart of an uncrate.
There will be no negotiation.
Okay.
Watch and learn.
I want that Ciri Dash, and I want Johnny. Okay, got some mulligans.
Too fast for
Got
you.
a lot of
Dwarf.
mulligans.
For Skellige's glory!
Oh. Okay. That's pretty good for Milva. So let's mulligan that away.
Vryhead!
Elven Mercenary. So we could probably Elven Mercenary at this point. Elven Mercenary into... highly likely to Elven Mercenary into a Blue Stripes Commando.
Everything all right?
Yep, good. And then we'll Melina onto the middle row. Actually, no, we'll Melina onto the top row.
Dance of death! Ha! Ha!
This is going to be a good scotch if you play them all down. It's going to be a good, like, Villain Trettenmirth or a Milva or something. I've got a lot of ways to deal with big cards, which is nice. So let's Melina.
We elves have our
We'll
paths.
put her on the front row.
Don't worry about me.
So then she has a
There'll be
3 in
nothing to
5.
pick up when I'm
Ooh.
done with you.
Okay. Damn. Had a 3 in 5 chance of pulling up Blue Mountain Commando, which I really want to do so that I can stagger, because I've got a lot of 3s. Okay. Another Elven Mercenary will likely bring us into the Elven War Dancer, I think. We gotta wait until these things get up past the operator, unfortunately. We could also just do an early Scorch on the operator.
Vryhead!
Johnny. Okay. Oh, whoops. Oh, bugger. That really sucks. It really sucks that Melina didn't pull at least one of those. Or at most one of those. Okay, well those guys are about to go past the operator. If we take one more point of damage, it'll be excellent. I think we probably want a villain at this point.
Points for me!
Whoa. Ah. Okay, that's a good mulligan. That's great. So now we can actually Scorch straight out. Yeah, Milva's not great here because it gives him another Axeman. But it also gives me another mulligan, so we'll see. We'll see. He has to have a plan to deal with this, but I'm gonna just Scorch now. Yep. That works. Otherwise he'll find a way to stagger them. Oh. Okay, great. We have card advantage too. Wow. That's a brilliantly played round. This deck's very hard to use without a deck tracker, I must say. Because it's about like calculating the odds of like what you've got left, right? Wow, I need to know how many Elven Mercenaries. Okay. So I have, so those are both Elven Mercenaries, that's fine. Mulligan the Elven War Dancer,
Let the dance begin!
and then we can mulligan that first light. How many first lights have been used? Just one? Yep, okay, good. So we mulligan that first light.
Vryhead!
Maybe we finally see Ciri Dash. No. Wow. I build a deck all around Ciri Dash. I play 3 games and she ends up in the bottom every game. There she is! Thanks, Avalok. I could get milled now. Let's see. So if I do play Johnny on Ciri Dash, then I have a 1 in 2 chance of drawing Ciri Dash. Milva's bad here, but again, could be... Let's put down an Ogfist. Again, if he plays something that gets buffed up, then Milva works against that, and we get another mulligan, which is good because we want to mulligan that Axeman. I think we don't want to play Johnny on Ciri Dash though. We just want to play Ciri Dash and then have her in both rounds. Okay. So I don't know what my well. Okay, we have 2 first lights. So let's clear weather. Oh, I want Ogfist to take 1 point of weather damage. Otherwise, Milva doesn't trigger properly on the Riot Officer. This is also dead. Actually, I don't know. No, we... Wait, oh, those are both first lights. Those are both first lights, so that means they're only to be used for weather clearing. Oh, bloody hell.
The storm is coming. Let's enjoy the weather while we still can.
Alright, let's just enjoy the weather. There's not much point in having a mulligan, I think. I think we just play out the Axeman. So if I can hold out 2 more turns, I can play this, and I can play another Elven Mercenary, then I can Milva the Riot Officer. But I don't want the Riot Officer again, right? That's fine. So then I should just Johnny the Axeman, because I'm not going to get that much damage done.
Good grief! You're worse than children.
Let's see what we get. Lacerate? Okay, so we have another weather clear, and that brings us to the end of our deck.
The storm is coming. Let's enjoy the weather while we still can.
So Marching Orders is dead. Oh crap. Yeah. This is kind of bad. Oh shit, I just realized it's only round 2. So we're not going to get a draw in the last round, but luckily we do have the card advantage. Yeah, this deck maybe has a bit too much thinning in it. Yeah. So Milva would actually be quite useful here. Milva and Ciri Dash we got to play. So we'll do Ciri Dash now and Milva next.
Don't make me laugh.
Oh, perfect, perfect. So Ciri Dash will be our final draw. Yeah, she'll go back into our deck. That's awesome. Okay. So, unfortunately, this puts us in a 1 in 3 chance of getting the Elven War Dancer from Milva instead. But we have to chance it. Probably should have played Milva before Ciri Dash. Yep.
I'll get it done.
Oh well. There we go. That's the 1 in 3.
For the clan! For Skelligan!
Damn it!
Oh, that's good. That's a good whale. So we pass, and we actually go up 3 cards. But some of them are shit.
For Brad!
Oh yeah, he's got us. Yep. That's pretty good. Yeah. We have card advantage, but we don't have much. We don't have much to play with. We have a Scorch from Eithne, a Lacerate that will probably not do much, a Big Ciri, a 6, a 3, and an Igni that's probably not going to trigger. So, whoa, I didn't get to mulligan. There was no mulligan phase. That's weird. There should be a mulligan phase because I could mulligan this and then it would play. I guess it doesn't really matter. Oh, he's got an Opist. Interesting. Not much I can do. Oh wait, I can Scorch it right now. Not that it matters, because if it goes back into his hand, he just plays it again, right? So I'll save my Scorch. That's fine.
What do you need?
For the clan! For Skellige!
Okay. So this is just a pass. I mean, not a pass. It's just a dead card.
We serve her who is virgin, mother, and
It means we're going to
crone.
get to play our Igni, if possible, and our Scorch at the end of the game, which is kind of nice.
Don't make me laugh.
Modron Freyr is patient, but she brooks
Yeah.
no insult.
Okay, so Igni's dead. Oh, got pretty lucky on that. Yeah, so the Scorch just takes out the Lugos. That's fine. I think we can play that now.
There will be no negotiation.
Okay. Oh, ouch. Okay. So Igni's dead. That means we should probably lacerate here and hope that whale doesn't damage us again. That should do it. That lacerate should do it. So yeah, and now I just pass to avoid taking any more whale damage. Great.
Not too shabby.
Four-
Not shabby at all.
4-0 on this deck. On casual, of course, but it's pretty fun. Alright, I now am a Scoia'Tael player. Awesome. Alright. See you next time.